Hey everybody, and welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in to the YouTube channel. Today, really wanted to talk through kind of what my weekly training looks like. Um, I am coached by Project Endure Coaching, so huge shout out to Project Endure. I am, I kind of had, let me just take a step back, kind of had a baseline strength training knowledge in the gym, and I would do a lot of kind of different classes at the gym that appealed to me, right? And so I did a lot of those. And so when I really started coaching back in April, I already had two half marathons on the docket, one in April, one in May, and then nothing until Ironman in October. And so that being said, I kind of had this sort of baseline, right? I can run X amount, I can do strength training, previously had a Peloton, so knew how to bike a little bit. Definitely different, obviously, in a tri bike or road bike versus the Peloton and really being, outside and things of that nature. But had a little bit of knowledge, zero knowledge in swimming, even though obviously grew up in Arizona, could swim for fun, but never really true swimming. And so that's what I felt was my biggest opportunity to learn swimming. And so that being said, that's exactly what I've communicated to my coach. And so I think that through all of this, whether I have a week that feels off, or maybe it's just a workout that feels off, those are things that I absolutely communicate back to my coach, just so that he understands where I'm coming from and maybe what factors are affecting, me getting to where I need to be, and or how can we adapt, right? How can we fix things in the future? Or maybe it's I've had so much this week, maybe next week we can kind of take a deload week or whatever that kind of looks like. And my coach has been obviously really super instrumental in answering any of my questions, and also related to nutrition, right? Because I think that as we go through these long and endurance workouts, your body needs so much fuel, and not just, Sour Patch Kids, which who doesn't want Sour Patch Kids, right? But not just Sour Patch Kids. Really giving you that sustainable fuel, not only for the workout, the day today, but the workout and day tomorrow. That being said, I wanted to just kind of give you a quick snippet into kind of what my training regimen sort of looks like. Obviously, the mileage and the timing of some of these workouts change on a weekly basis, depending on the week. Some get longer, some are shorter days, so it just kind of ranges. And I'm going to read you kind of like what I'd call a static week that we've had the past couple of weeks. But prior to this, there was a lot of run tempo workouts in here. So just know that this is just what's kind of been on the docket for the past couple of weeks. So Monday and Wednesday are typically bike days. And so it's been typically around 30 miles a day on those days on the bike. Tuesday, Thursdays are strict run days. So Tuesdays sort of been kind of a long run, whether that be a 90-minute or 100-minute run plus. Whereas Thursday has typically been just about 60 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, somewhere in there. And these are easy runs, right? So I'm not gassing it. I'm typically running my heart rate pretty low. Friday are my swim days. Again, like I said, I have been more intimidated by the swim, but those fears are definitely going away as I feel stronger in the water, as I'm learning a lot of these drills that I'm been programmed to do. Makes me feel a lot less nervous about the swim. But those swims can range week to week. You know, I've had weeks that are maybe 1,800-meter swims, up to 3,000-meter swims, or maybe just a strict swim for 60 minutes. And so that can absolutely range, just kind of depending on how it goes. And usually it's not get in the water and swim for 1,800 meters. It's, you know, maybe it's like a 200-meter swim with fins, and then maybe a 200-meter pole. And then we do, you know, 600 meters worth of drills. And so there's a lot of different aspects to the swim. But it has, you know, Friday has become one of those days where it's my swim day. I'm enjoying it. Typically, I get it done super early in the morning, so it's great because there's usually not a lot of people in the pool. And it definitely sets me up for a good Saturday. And Saturday is super important because lately it's been those brick sessions. And so that brick session is those bike rides straight, you know, and then taking a few minutes of transition directly into a run. So a few weeks ago, I had 140 minutes on the bike right into a 60-minute easy run, right? And some of these are really easy workouts, but I think what's so great is a lot of the time we take for granted kind of that easy, take it as you will workouts. But these workouts have allowed for me, especially these long brick sessions, have allowed for me to, one, key in on nutrition, especially during the workouts. So 140 minutes, you know, just over 2 hours, really gives me the opportunity to say, okay, yep, at 45 minutes, I need a gel or a bar or more carb water, whatever that looks like, right? And then it's giving me the opportunity to understand what I'm fueling for in that moment of riding the bike, but then also looking forward to going to straight into that run, right? And so I will say typically my transitions are averaging anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes up to 7, 8 minutes, kind of just depending on how the day is going. And so Saturdays, while they've been really long workouts the past couple of weeks, I do enjoy those workouts because it really gives me that sense of prepping me for what's to come. And then Sunday is a typical rest day. I'm able to relax and rest, and I just get a 1 mile run in on Sundays, easy run. And so that is how my typical week of training goes. And that's just the endurance aspect of the workout. What is not in there is my strength training that I do, and or other classes throughout the week. Sometimes I throw in a HIIT style class and or kind of some weightlifting classes as well. But there's lots to continue to talk about as we prep for the journey. We are getting much closer. Things are really starting to get real. Ordered my tri-suit today, looking to order my wetsuit in the coming days as we prep for an open water swim. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to y'all soon.